Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever live recording edition of the official SDFC podcast. I'm Kaila Burns-Hefner here with Marvell and our special guest here, Joe Corona.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, I got to hype you up a little bit, give people a context for just who you are in case that they might not be aware of everything that you have done for this community and what your soccer career has led to. But you are a youth Aztec FC, Hotspur USA, Nomad Soccer Club alum, a Sweetwater High School alum, former San Diego State Aztec player, the 2008 San Diego Union Tribune Player of the Year. I'm gonna keep going. He's played professionally for Club Tijuana, the San Diego Loyal, among many other teams. He has 23 caps for the U.S. national team, and he's a two-time Gold Cup CONCACAF winner. Let's bring everyone a warm welcome for Joe Corona.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Awesome. Thanks, y'all. So, Joe, what's life been like for you? You had a very short retirement just a month ago. What's life been like for you coming back here to San Diego and experiencing this?
It's been amazing. I've been taking some time off just to process everything. 16 years of playing. I think I needed a little break to enjoy the family. I have a little girl, 1.5 years, so I'm enjoying the little one as much as possible. But I mean, just being here in San Diego, growing up here, such an amazing city for me, my hometown. So it's always nice to be here and supporting the local San Diego team. So.
Yeah, you said locally you were on Nomads for a bit, right? Allen Field,
right.
You're out there, right?
Yep.
So Hotspurs, our other co-host Sal, he's now like the club director of Hotspurs because it's now Sporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you ever want to get around and like see those kids look up to an idol and all that stuff, you'd be more than happy to have you around, man.
Yeah, they'll be amazing. That's part of one of the things I want to do going forward. Start connecting a little bit more with the community and, of course, help the younger generation, maybe doing some mentoring, work on the development side. So I think there's so much growth in the city, in the industry of soccer, and it's so cool to see how much it has grown during all these years. So
100%.
Joe, this region is so well known for its youth soccer. What was it like for you growing up in these youth systems?
Honestly, it was amazing. I think I've always said that San Diego is a mecca for soccer. I think the city deserved a top-tier team since a long time ago, and I'm so happy that we now have it here in San Diego Snapdragon Stadium. I think SDFC brings the community together. I think for the younger kids, it's a motivation, for them to hopefully one day become professional players. I think they're doing great stuff with their academy team. I personally got to play south of the border with Tijuana. They're also doing amazing things, and I think just the region itself, the border life. I think soccer is huge here, and there's so much talent.
What are some things that you learned growing up in youth soccer here that you've carried with you through your 16 years of your professional career?
I'd say just resilience. I think the city doesn't hand out anything to you. You have to earn it. Just competing with so many different kids, at a younger age. You have kids older than you that you grow up playing with. There's so much diversity also in San Diego. So just learning different styles of play. And I think it taught me like a lot of my values, work hard, be disciplined. And at the end of the day, just represent your city, So I think that was pretty cool. That's something that I carried onto my professional career, and hopefully I can now give back to the community and the younger kids.
Yeah, I'm 100% agree. I would think growing up here, I played for Hotspurs too, man. It was a lot of fun, Cliff Tabor. So I think the diversity was really important just to see the different styles of play and all that stuff. What was the big change from playing in the States and playing in Tijuana and all that stuff? Would you think there was a big shift, big difference, different mentality, or just same old outlook, just different styles?
Yeah, 100%. I think if you compare both leagues, Liga MX and MLS, even at a younger age, I feel that in Mexico is definitely way more technical. style of play, more pause. And here in the U.S., just growing up here is way more physical. It's a little bit faster pace. Things nowadays are a little bit more organized. And I think that's another value that I got growing up here. I wasn't the fastest, I wasn't the biggest growing up, so I had to learn how to think the game, a little bit more. And that's something I also brought down to Tijuana because I was more technical, and I think that's where I see the biggest differences. I think also in Mexico you have teams that are, like America, Tigres, Monterrey. They have teams that are pretty stacked in every position, And in MLS, you don't see that as much. You see like very good 11s, and then maybe 4 or 5 subs that are very good, and that's it, But I think, overall in both countries, the city is growing so much, and now you see more support on that end, especially in the U.S. is growing incredibly well. So that's exciting, for what's coming.
Yeah, and how did you feel about the SDSU experience getting you prepared for the pros? Because, especially in college, it's really physical. Our trainer was like a football coach. So, you got to go
yeah, I
from
remember that.
The super physical aspect of things to just becoming more technical. But I guess if you were just naturally had the technical ability, you added the physical aspect.
100%.
That just kind of rounded you out perfectly, huh?
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think when I was only there for a year before I got drafted into playing in Tijuana. And I remember my coach, I think I spent more time in the gym than at the field because I needed to get big. I needed to become stronger. So I think that's another aspect that I also learned being here in the U.S. that is definitely more physical, more demanding in that way. And I feel that that really helped me during my game.
Mm-hmm.
When you reflect on your career a little bit, and I know you haven't had much time to do that, but when you reflect on your career, you've played, in the college level for your hometown. You then went and played regionally in Tijuana and got to represent this region, at that level. And then also in the national level, you got to represent San Diego with the national team. What does it mean to you to be able to represent San Diego on all of these different national stages?
It's incredible. I think now that I look back into everything that happened throughout my career, every time I would go to like a national team camp or like I would win something important with, let's say, Tijuana when we got promoted, like just coming back to San Diego on like vacation and running into certain people, the community, and they would say something positive, or congratulate me on something that we achieved. And I feel that really resembled, it made me feel like home, and for me, everywhere I went, it was very prideful to be able to represent such a great city with so much soccer and good people, So.
Do you feel that even, coming here, I've seen you get stopped by a couple people, just, getting to chat with people around about just representing soccer on this stage?
Yeah, it's always fun. Hopefully now I can come to win more games and support it, San Diego FC, maybe be involved one way or another. Who knows? But yeah, I feel like just the way the sport is growing here now that we have a MLS team here, it's so good for the community. I think we needed this since a long time ago, and now that we have it, we can cherish as much as possible. So.
Yeah, me and Sal always talk about how jealous we are of the academy that's here and kids getting to grow up.
Yeah.
Did you look up to any particular athlete or team when you were growing up that you just really wanted to just resemble and grow up to be, or be on a certain team or anything like that?
Yes. As a player, I think I always followed Ronaldinho. That was like my generation. I grew up watching him, and Barcelona, of course. I think it was the best team. It's been the best team in the history of football. And since I'm a midfielder, I always looked up to Iniesta. So it was just magical. A different player, such a good playmaker, and I think that's a team I always looked up to. Yeah.
That's right.
You were with Cholos. You started your career there, 2010 to 2019, and then again, 2024 to 2026, retired there. How did that start for you?
For me, it was just, I went down the border chasing a dream. just a young kid, 18 years old. When I joined their academy, I went to try out. One of my close friends invited me to tryouts. I always knew, I think since I was like a teenager, that I really wanted to become a pro soccer player. That was like my priority over anything. Went out there, got drafted to play for their academy team, then quickly got brought up to the first team to start training with them, and that's where it started back in 2009. At the time, Tijuana was in the second division, so we got promoted a year after, and then we won the championship like a year and a half after that. So it was cool. Everything came so quickly when I went down there.
He's being modest. I read, and I sent this out to Marvell as well. That was the earliest in Mexican history that a team was promoted and then won the championship, and you were a big part of that.
Yeah. I was lucky to play a big role during those games. Was able to score on promotion and give an assist for that game, and then I was also lucky to score the first goal in first division. So
yeah,
that was fun. It was good, So I feel blessed to be able to contribute in that way on the history of Tijuana.
And then, not many players get to, one, play for the same team for so many years of their career, and then also be able to retire with the same team that first gave them a chance. When you look back in your career with Club Tijuana, what stands out the most to you, and what will you take with you for the rest of your life?
I think just the people. I think the city. I feel very grateful with the institution as well, because they gave me the opportunity to do my dream, like to play professionally. Like I said, I think we were lucky to get promoted to first division so quickly and experience that. I feel that it all came also in a very difficult time for the city in Tijuana. I think there were so many negative things going on at the time, and when we won promotion and the championship, it definitely changed. It connected the whole city, the people down there with the team, and they had something positive to look up to, So I think that was very, very cool to see how the city changed completely. And I'd say just the memories, getting promoted, winning the championship, those things, I'll definitely take them with me all the time, and I'm just grateful with them because they gave me the opportunity to come back and retire there. For me, it was a full circle. So I feel blessed. Not a lot of players get the opportunity to say bye to the game in that way. And for me, it was a blessing.
And that's great to hear. So one aspect, so growing up, we didn't really have academies to go into and get trained behind. And it's so different than like the club soccer experience. Can you touch a little bit about how the academy experience differed and extended your ability versus just the regular club soccer?
Yeah, I think, I only got to experience academy you mean down there? Or,
yeah, down there.
Yeah, I think they have a very organized academy system down there compared to here, which is just club soccer. Like you said, at the time when I was just starting, we didn't have so many teams, so many big tournaments. Nowadays, you have like MLS Next, right. So many different tournaments that young kids can go to. And down there was just more like structural organization. I feel that when you're part of an academy, you have to learn the whole values of, since you're young, you have to like learn how to be a pro. So they start shaping you in that way and just tactically give you all the opportunities to become, just make it easier for you to, once you get the opportunity to play professionally, that you're ready. So.
As the official specialty insurance partner of San Diego FC, Palomar offers standalone earthquake insurance that protects property and peace of mind. It's crucial to be prepared. Visit plmr.com or contact your insurance agent for a quote. Palomar, reimagining specialty insurance with innovative, creative solutions. You also had a couple of stints in the MLS as well. For you, I know we've touched on it a little bit, just like the difference in play styles between where you've played in the U.S. and in Mexico. But for you, when you look at, what it's like in Liga MX versus what it's like to play in the MLS, there's so many opportunities now that, SDFC is also grateful to be a part of in Leagues Cup and playing right now in CONCACAF, playing against Liga MX opponents. What's kind of the difference that you've seen between those two leagues specifically, and how good is it for you to see now, and you've also been a part of it, these teams getting to play together and have more opportunities to play against one another?
Yeah, I think what they're doing with the whole U.S.-Mexico combination of tournaments like Leagues Cup, like you said, I think it's creating that rivalry even bigger. Before you used to have it just with the national teams, Mexico, USA. Now, seeing those differences, you could tell, how MLS teams are way more physical. They run up and down the field 90 minutes nonstop. It's physically more demanding than Mexico. And Mexico, I'd say you have very good quality players, very technical. And that's why, every time there's matchup, it's good because you can see both styles, come together, and that makes it interesting. I think every country sticks to their style of play, and it's becoming bigger and bigger every time. So I feel that's amazing.
How'd you like your time over in Houston?
It was fun. It was a little hot.
It's so hot. It's like an oven in there. Yeah. Like, you really enjoyed your day. Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Who'd you have over there? Who's coach?
I was with Tab Ramos.
Yep.
Yeah. I had to work with him with the national team as well, so that was cool little comeback with him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
You've played against SDFC once in a friendly.
Yes.
What's your kind of analysis of the style of play?
I love San Diego FC's style of play. They like to have the ball. They do high press. Just the style. For me, as a player, I would have loved to play, in that style because, it's a team that likes to have the ball. You always want to have the ball when you're playing. You don't want to be chasing around and after just defending. I personally like to like the tiki-taka, like they say, So I like how they are brave enough to come out of the back, play, and it's something that you train every day, so that you can master that style of play. And I personally enjoy it so much. Yeah.
We hear that from everyone that we talk to about, especially a lot of the guys that have come from, over in Europe, being able to play the style of play. They find it really fun. Some of them say they're having the most fun that they've had playing football in a while.
You gotta have fun, so.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sitting here. I'm so lucky to be joined on the stage by two former national team players. One, I'd like to hear from you about your time. We mentioned it before, but two-time CONCACAF Gold Cup Champion, as well as Marvell. If you don't know who Marvell is, Marvell's played in the Olympics, and I think that's a pretty great feat. So I want to hear about y'all's experience on representing the national team and just, looking ahead to this country and Mexico and Canada as well hosting the World Cup soon. What does this sport mean for, the game and aspect of that?
You want to start?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. Well, there's nothing quite like being one of however many's on the roster, maybe an 18-man roster or even a starting 11, and you're representing your entire country. It's something that weighs heavy, but you wear it with pride. And, it's almost one of those things where no matter what you do on that pitch, you are representing not only yourself, but also your name on your back and the badge of your country. And it's one of those that, you kind of hold your head a little bit higher, but you're also that much more nervous. But you have teammates around you that are, busting themselves to try to help you out. So you try to help them out, and it's almost like cyclical, and you just kind of just ramped up, and then, you just go on to perform your game. In the end, if you overthink it, you're going to try to overplay. You're not going to do what you do best, and you might make a mistake. But if you're comfortable, you've practiced, you trust your teammates, it just kind of goes smoothly.
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel that, there's no better thing than representing your country, and wearing the badge and those colors. I feel that, like Marvell said, I think it's such an honor and privilege to be able to form part of a squad, that's representing not just the city but a whole nation. And for me, what's coming now with the World Cup is incredible. It's massive, not just for a nation that I think needs to grow much more in the soccer world, and I think it's definitely going to make a huge impact. Hopefully, so that one day it could become the number one sport here. I think it's something massive also for the city. I think they're gonna be able to watch it firsthand, and that's definitely gonna make an impact on the younger generations and make them dream. Motivate them so that one day they can be at the top of that level.
That's what I'm saying. 2030, soccer's going to be up there in the top three after World Cup and the Olympics. Soccer's going to be up there. Come on, 2030.
I agree.
It's beautiful. Well said. And I want to shout out the fan who's wearing a Team USA jersey out there. So
Yeah.
I want to talk to you a little bit too. And I don't know if we have any loyal fans out here, but I want to hear about your time, getting to represent San Diego with Loyal here, and what was that like for you?
That was a once in a lifetime experience, being able to represent my city, my hometown. I think when it comes to playing for your city, it becomes a little bit more personal. Because you're not just playing in front of certain fans, you're playing in front of your family, your friends, in front of coaches that you had when you were growing up, neighbors, like just the community itself. And for me, it was like a little bit of an extra motivation because I felt a little bit more accountable, on the pitch, and playing for your city gives you that like extra grit. You wanna perform, you wanna do well, and you want to give it your all for your city. So it was an amazing experience being able to like play in front of my family and friends. Yeah.
So jealous that you got to do that. I'm so jealous coming full circle. I wish I could have played for San Diego. Like you were saying, I wish I could play for SDFC too.
Yeah,
I was one of those.
That would be amazing.
I was one of those right backs that would bomb on down. I would love to just just run half as much and actually play the game. You know what I mean?
We just had Duran on the show who just made his first MLS start. Did you two play with each other, or did you miss each other?
Yeah, we were together during that year. I mean, he's such a good kid, and I've been watching him play. He started last game, right?
Yeah, he did. First MLS start.
Yeah, so just watching him, how much he's grown and developed this past couple of years, it's so cool to watch, So I came to the facilities not so long ago, and I got to talk to him and say hello, and he looks happy. He looks, I mean, how can you not be happy?
Exactly.
You're in your hometown, and I'm just happy to see him get more minutes and performing the way he did.
We were just talking backstage, and you mentioned you've been to a couple of games here. Also played a game here against San Diego FC in the stadium, and had an assist on the first goal there. So, what has it been like from your perspective watching this team kind of come to life?
It's been amazing, just how good it's connected with the community. How now that we have a top tier team, you can see, like the city really needed this. When I came with Cholos and we played that game, it was cool to see not only the city but the whole region, come together, and it comes to show, how much people love the sport in San Diego, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna become a big game and a big derby going forward, and it's exciting to see,
What are some of your favorite memories from last season? I know you're probably focused on your own season, but from what you've seen from afar, what are some of your favorite moments from last year's inaugural season?
I think one, like I said, I love the style of play. I just love how you guys commit to the attack, and just the style of play of the team is fun to watch. Also, I was so happy when I think you guys broke the record, for the expansion team, the most points in the first season. Yep. So that was incredible to watch. I mean, such a big achievement in the first year. I think just the collaborations that you guys have been doing with the city and with the Padres, you like the community itself. I think it's amazing, and seeing how the people are coming together to watch the games, it's been amazing to see how much it's grown in just 1 year. So imagine in 5, 10 years what it's gonna look like, you know.
I got on this club because they were doing the Chrome Ball tour. They're going to the 18 different counties in San Diego,
Yeah.
and since I first got here, they're all about community. And even hearing him when he speaks, he's like he's happy to see Duran Free like play.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like his boy. He like
Hopefully
playing
you
in
can
front
see
of
more locals.
yeah, family, neighbors. It's just like a San Diego community vibe. Like it's not just a thing that we say, but it's who we are. I mean, you can tell by the way he's talking about. We just like care. We like to see other people. We want to bring other people up with us.
Of course.
Just embodiment of San Diego.
There we go.
I love that. That's what I was going to point out. I was like, I asked him about, your favorite memories, and then you bring up the community and just what, this opportunity just looks like in terms of being able to not only, put soccer on the field on display at this stage, but also, the work that our community team is going out and doing every day with grassroots soccer and providing opportunities for even, coaches to be able to get their license and all that kind of stuff. What for you, what you were just talking about, being involved and wanting to get involved more in this community, what would that look like for you think?
Well, I haven't really set anything in stone yet, but I mean, I just want to give back, in a way, to the younger generation. I feel that I could be a good mentor, help on the development of younger kids, maybe on a one-on-one scale. That could be something that I could really contribute and add value to just all the experience that I got throughout my playing career. I can also be like like a consultant as well, for pro clubs, and just that middleman, someone that can connect both regions, have played in Mexico and the U.S. I think that's something that I could help as well, So just I really want to focus on just the younger generations. I think there's a lot of bad information out there, and just give from my experience, just to the younger kids on if they really want to reach their dreams, maybe I can help with that. So, yeah.
I'm looking out to see if there's some kids in the crowd. Maybe you were playing youth soccer. If you were talking to a younger version of yourself growing up and playing here, what would you tell yourself back then?
I would just tell them, believe in yourself. At the end of the day, I think if you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything it is, whether it's in soccer, in school, whatever, anywhere, any field. Work hard, of course. There's no shortcuts in life, especially in sports. I think it's so competitive out there. So you gotta put in the work if you really want to get somewhere, and have fun. At the end of the day, the sport. You want to have fun. You want to enjoy it as much as you can. Not only the good, also the bad. The bad, there's so many learning experiences from that, and I think as long as you enjoy the process, I think you'll be all right. So just keep going.
I love that.
Same. I mean, he knows club, college, pro, here, and all over the south of the border. He's got it all. He knows what he's talking about.
I have some fun ones for you. Now that you've been back here, kind of enjoying life a little bit in the retirement space, what are the spots, like the top spots you will always go back to hit up for food?
Okay.
And what do you do for fun now?
I always try to go to North Park. There's good coffee out there. I don't really have one in mind, but just out there's amazing food as well. Little Italy. I hit up downtown once in a while. Coronado. So many good places. It's a long list. And what was the other question? Sorry, you said.
Best food spots. We always get asked, if we do fan questions, we always get asked what everyone's favorite taco shop is. So I would like to know from you what your
for
favorite
tacos, I
is.
go down the border.
Oh,
Can't go wrong with that.
Nice. What spot? Do you have a specific one or just anywhere?
Down there?
Yeah.
Almaderas, it's called.
All right.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
let's go! Finally, competition is set.
Awesome. I think that's
What else?
yeah. Coffee. Do you have a favorite coffee shop? We always get that question too.
Coffee shop. Nah, I go to a lot. Yeah.
And do you golf?
I golf. Yeah.
You golf?
Yeah, that's one of the things I've been doing a lot lately.
Everybody
Yeah.
golfs. I haven't golfed
Yeah.
yet. There's no
It's,
running in golf. I can't golf.
Yeah, it's a sport I picked up while I was playing through some former teammates I had, and I think it's the best decision that I made.
No
It's
joke.
such a challenging,
Yeah, all right.
fun sport to do. Yeah.
Have you picked up surfing at all? Is that something that you do?
No, I haven't. I should now. Huh?
I was gonna say now that you're retired, maybe it's something
Yeah,
that you can
probably
pick
be
up.
fun.
It's probably on
Yeah.
the no list for.
I mean, we have the
you can
weather
while
to
you're
do
playing.
it. It's been
Yeah.
amazing, so probably try it out.
All right. Well, that's all we have for you guys. Thank you so much for taking a
you.
listen to. We've had Joe Corona here on the set. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing more of you.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Of course.